the main target of today's discussion will be centered on how we can peacefully coexist within our country, within our schools, that is at a smaller and larger part or space of wherever we may find ourselves. So part of the ground rules we will be having here is, first, okay, set it yourself. Anybody to volunteer and tell us what supposedly we should be abiding by. Paying attention, that is number one.
The second, we should not show separation, we should always be together.
Always be together.
Peaceful coexistence.
Peaceful coexistence through cooperating together.
Do not make noise.
No noise making.
I believe you know that not just the greeting, you have the way of life, you have way of understanding, you have the kinds of food these people eat, which is entirely different. Don't you think that once you understand the culture of the people, you will accept them, or you'll be more tolerant towards their activities? Don't you think so? Don't you think so? So we see now that religious intolerance, we need to understand that we are really, really different. We need to understand that, yes, we are different, but we can live together. We don't have to fight. We can understand these differences. We can talk about these things, and we can live in harmony with each other. The fact you are Yoruba or the fact she's Hausa does not mean that you cannot live together. Irrespective of your own cultural differences, just understand it. Because when a person becomes ignorant of people's culture, you tend to be more aggressive and intolerant towards them.
You have heard all that Malam delivered. Are you at the right place? Do you feel you are at the right place?
Yes, sir.
Do you think you have any takeaway from his presentation?
Yeah, indeed. I come to understand that today we shouldn't judge a book by its cover.
Please, a round of applause for him. Thank you.
To know that there is no alternative to peace. Now, in the nearest future, we are just starting. You will be our peace champions, inshallah. Yeah, God willing, we are going to be our peace champion. We will start. We are just starting. We will start to groom you. If anything should happen in your communities, we are rest assured that yes, we have. We have goodness in that community that can come out boldly and preach the word of peace to people in our community. In the school, you will represent your school in a peace process. So we want to start grooming you. There is this idea that says, catch them young. We are catching you young so that tomorrow you will be good ambassadors of your school, of your home, and of your community.
There are violence that occurs, and one of it is what is discrimination. You can tell, what do you understand by discrimination? Who can really tell me? I need just two students, just two, to briefly tell me what is discrimination.
Discrimination is a way of making people feel inferior or regarding them as some people that are not needed or valueless in the society.
Very good.
I'm Halima from Form 1 Basic School.
All right, thank you. Another person? Okay.
I'm Famous Divine. I'm from Good Divine International School. Discrimination is an act of preference of one person over the other.
That's good. Now, reconciliation properly. Reconciliation can be simply put restoration. When a relationship is broken, you need reconciliation to bring it back to work again. Without reconciliation or restoration or a healing process to take place, the society or community we live in can never be healthy. Thanks for your time and your patience. Please, another round of applause for Apostle.
You understand? There is that of the behavioral reaction as well. You see from the behavior of the person, he may have low energy, he's always tired, constantly tired, poor hygiene, he doesn't take care of himself. What is PTSD? Post-traumatic disorder. PTSD, post-traumatic disorder. Gaskiya, the problem is that most of the time, people that experience traumatic events hardly overcome such events. It sticks to them. PTSD, post-traumatic what? Disorder. It means the inability of the victim of trauma to move ahead, to move on. They are stuck to what happened to them. They can't move on. They are still in that state of trauma. You understand? Maybe armed robber enter their house in the night and frighten them, right? With gunshot, with knife and all those things. So, and the armed robbers, and is a past something that happened maybe last year. But every night, that person might be in the state of fear. How do you heal a trauma victim? But just as an advice, first of all, a person should acknowledge that really something bad happened to me. I don't know whether you understand. You should acknowledge that, okay, now I lost my house, maybe from the earthquake. You understand? You lost your house. Okay, just acknowledge that, okay, really I have lost my house and I need help. You acknowledge that that thing have happened to you and you need support and you need help. Then if possible, you should tell your story. Tell somebody. So keeping those things to yourself might never allow you to pass that scenario, that traumatic event. First of all, as the person that it happens to, you know, you have to look for a source to draw your strength. And sometimes that is even where family plays a very good role. Your family, your church, the mosque, your imam, your pastor, your teacher, you understand? They can play a role. You can talk to them and you can draw strength from them. Like the imam can remind you of your faith and all those things. You understand? Likewise, your pastor or your church members and your family can always give you strength. And as we said, you should explore ways to move forward. Maybe you learn new skills, change environment, you understand? And other things, engage yourself in doing things, you understand, something new. It can make you move very fast from there.